Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. So Zambia today was commemorating Youth Day, and these are some of the highlights of the events that were taking place across the country. But the main event happened in Eastern Province, Chipata, to be specific, because that's where the head of state was, President Hakainde Hichilema. But otherwise, youths across the country were celebrating. There were different events that were taking place to commemorate Youth Day. So some of the highlights that the president said during this celebration, he said, Zambia is Zambia has 10 provinces. Zambia has 10 provinces, 116 districts, 156 constituencies, and we are proud to be in Chipata Kunokumawa to celebrate with youths of the East, Hakainde Hichilema. And then it is said that the wise come from the East, Tipasenenzeru, Tusunge Bantu, Pamozi, Zikomo, Hakainde Hichilema. So these are some of the highlights from the event where the president was. These are the Sakara brothers. In the backdrop there, you can see Angela Nyirenda and the other Sakara brother, just forgotten his name. But yeah, so this was the event where the president was. And then further on, the president also said, use your energy, youthfulness, utilize this to as an asset to work hard and stay away from drugs. President Hakainde Hichilema. So some of those events. And then this is the headline that is making news and making rounds. So part of the speech that the president says is, I've never received a salary from age 27. President Hakainde Hichilema, and this is what is trending about amongst the other things that the president said during the event. That particular statement has gone viral. It was posted by Kalemba, by the UPND page itself, and its Chief Etaria has commented. I'll show you the other news. People giving their 2 cents. So President Hakainde Hichilema has revealed that he has never received a salary since the age of 27. And which brings back the debate in question. If you remember a year ago, the UPND is in their second year of leadership now. So in the first year, it came to public conversation to say President Hakainde Hichilema was not receiving the salary from cabinet office or from government as the president. So that conversation died down for a while because it was regarded as a private information to say he has a right to decide how his money is spent, but he was not getting that money. That was the conversation. It died down. So this particular statement that the president has said to say he has never received a salary from the age of 27, which only brings back that conversation to say, does it mean even now he's not receiving a salary as president? Anyway, let me show you different reactions from people over that statement. So people are saying self-determination and hard work, Mr. President. You are a hero. That's Francis saying that. And then also another person said, but where exactly did he acquire his wealth? DEC should take keen interest and establish where exactly President created his wealth. So different people reacting to that. And then another person says, Happy Youth Day, Mr. President. Our president and then another person, this is Christopher Jera, says, our president forgets easily. Grant Thornton Wena, not too long ago. Anyway, it might be a matter of old age catching up with him. So this person is trying to insinuate to say he worked for Grant Thornton beyond the age of 27. And people, different reactions. Yes, the same applies. This is Moses says. The same applies. It's just a matter of being a business-minded, and he became a millionaire at the age of 25. So different ages being thrown around there. At what age did he become self-sufficient and a business person? So, but anyway, if he says it's 27, people can argue otherwise. He knows better. And then someone else also brings up the same conversation of Grant Thornton. So this is Danny Kaoma says, so he was 22 when he worked for Grant Thornton. So what age did he graduate from the University of Zambia, and what age did he work for Grant Thornton? Was he at the age of 22? And then he laughs it out loud to say that 27 does not add up. And then you are the family to back up. Some of us, we are masters of our own destinies. And then so it's hardworking. So you can detect two different viewpoints from these comments coming from people. Others are for the ideas, the motivation. And then another person says, let's ask Nawakwi, she knows better. It sounds like one of those conversations that we hear from everyday motivational speakers. So this was from Michelo. He says, Michelo Mate. He says, no, the best person to explain President Hakainde Hichilema's wealth is Edith Nawaku, because she knows his history. So otherwise, his statement sounds like a motivational talk with no facts. Those are reactions. What is Chifetari says, he paid himself more than he should have during privatization. So why get a salary? So Chifetari says, he made more money from the privatization deals. So why would he have to get paid? That's what Chifetari says there. And then people react to Chifetari. I remember, and then even now he does not get a salary. People ask, that's James Shivango says, does it mean he does not get a presidential salary? Most likely, for him to make such a statement, he only brings up back that conversation. He does not get that money, most likely, if that's what's to apply. So he's going to decide what that money is going to be used towards eventually, obviously, after he's done being president. And then another person says, Balan says, people finding Tayari do not love him, simply laughing at the statement that Tayari has made to say the people that are sponsoring Tayari do not love him at all. And then another person, Sunday Kayula, says, that's the reason we voted for him, because he is more wise than everyone. So, yeah. And then another person says, Himbala says, I thought the government paid him after doing the work. That goes back to the privatization work. People asking, but that's not a salary in that case. If that payment, that's work done. It's like you get a contract. You don't constantly get a monthly stipend. It's a once-off thing, so that cannot be regarded as a salary in that case. Chipo says, you have been saying that story for years, Talema. This is Chipo Mvula says, we are tired of that story. We've heard it. And then another person, Branch, she says, I'm still going to vote for Mr. Hichilema in 2026, no matter what you say about him. That's on Chief Etari's post. So you can see different mixed feelings over this. And then people simply saying the law should visit Chief Etari. This man has gone beyond. And then another person says, what position was he holding at a time in government? Still reaction to Chief Etari's statement to say he paid himself for privatization more than it was due to him. But people simply saying he was not in government. So, and then Fred Membe celebrates 65 years, 65th birthday. I did not know he was younger than President Hakainde Hichilema. He looks older than President Hakainde Hichilema. Because President Hakainde Hichilema is 66 at the moment, probably turning 67 this year. So Fred celebrated 65 years on Earth, and that's his wife, Mtinta. What's the name of Mazoka? Mtinta Mazoka. The founding father of the UPND. That's the daughter there, the lady in purple. you see there, during the celebration of Fred Membe. And you can see I've never received a salary from the age of 27, 27 HH, to believe or not to. So people are simply asking. And then Sarah Mbao says, "By youth, your inspiration, Kuno." So different reactions to that. Say, is that story believable or not? Was he exactly at 27 when he resigned from uh, jobs that regard salaries or and ended business? So different reactions over that. But other extracts from what the president says: Zambia celebrated its first Youth Day on the 12th of March 1966 to appreciate youths who participated in the liberation struggle, said President Hichilema. And then Mumba George says it is not him who said that, that's what it is. Simply saying he's not the one that said that. HH says drought is not a challenge, but an opportunity to change and start mechanized farming. So these are extracts from the overall speech that he gave during the Youth Day. The new government to provide irrigation facilities to chiefdoms to enhance food security. And then Mwansa Shilambo says this is going to be a personal order to the chiefs. The best way to provide such a service is through cooperatives, because once the chiefs receive these irrigation facilities, they're going to own them, and probably it's just going to be the chiefs and the indunas or the advisors who are going to be having access to that. So different reactions. We will use the drought as an opportunity to change this country forever, providing irrigation facilities and building dams. Hakainde, Hichilema. So those are extracts from the overall speech that was given. But the statement of him not receiving a salary has overshadowed everything, as expected anyway. He's a politician. He knows what he's doing. When he made that statement: no more duty on irrigation and agriculture implements to enhance food security. Hakainde, Hichilema. Some of the other stuff that was spoken. We will work out an insurance scheme to protect the farmer who lost their crops during the drought. That is why that is why you elected us into office. Hakainde, Hichilema. We shall amend our budget by moving money towards attaining food security through irrigation and harvesting water. Hakainde, Hichilema. So more of the stuff that he said to the youths during this. And then Emmanuel Mwamba goes further to say, even if they want us load shedding heads, stop power exports and satisfy Zambian first. So Zambia is currently experiencing 8 hours of load shedding, but people have been complaining to say the schedule is not fixed. Some people are experiencing more than 8 hours, others saying 10 hours, more than that. And the routine that has been published in various mediums, it's not being followed. So the best way is let's Zambia cut on the exports that it's doing. I think we're exporting some electricity to Namibia and it must be Mozambique or Namibia, but yeah, we're exporting some electricity and Congo. So Manuel Mamba calls for the ban. I mean, the shutdown of those exports, but that's a lot of money. Income. I remember Minister of Finance and also Minister of Energy said the government is not going to cut those exports. That particular export is being maintained regardless. And then Chief Etayali says that speech on Youth Day in Chipata was one of the most boring, empty, and uninspiring, full of lies. So Chief Etayali is not in the country at the moment. I don't know where he's making these statements from. From the time that he made that flight to South Africa, and he was supposed to come back, he has never disclosed his location. Just a couple of hours ago, he was asking to say people should buy his car so that he can come back home and be arrested. Seems like that's what he's looking forward to. But all this stuff is publishing from outside the country, and he's looking forward to be arrested. It seems so. He's trying to get his wife out of the country. He says he wants her to go back to Ethiopia before he's arrested. It's better if she's in her own country than he's arrested. And she's within Zambia. People might start making moves on her, and he does not want that. He cannot stand that. So that's what he's trying to work out. That's the news anyway, ladies and gentlemen. President Hakainde Hichilema has not been receiving any money from government since he became president. And prior to that, the last time he received a salary was at age of 26. From the time he turned 27, he has not received any money. That's what he said. And people are debating the age thing. But most likely he has planned his exit eventually once he is done with being president. Probably that money is going to be given to some philanthropic or thing that is going to move into after presidency. We see how that plays out. Obviously, people will demand, because now we have right to information bill that was passed. People are going to demand that the cabinet office publishes whether the president has received any salary or not. And then backtrack. Anyway, this is likely to be the conversation in the nation starting tomorrow. It has started right now. But yeah, that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and